What's up guys, welcome back to Aznbbqboy. On today's episode we're doing something a little different. I'm going to try to attempt SALT BAE's famous butter tenderloin steak. Let's go! To make SALT BAE's famous butter tenderloin steak, first we're gonna make our clarified butter, which is essentially butter that has been separated from the milk solids. We do this because clarified butter has a higher heat tolerance, meaning that when we hit it at scorching hot levels, it's not gonna burn. Let's get it started. Firstly, I start with 3 blocks of unsalted butter. I changed my mind. I think I'm just going to use 2 sticks of butter because this looks like we've got plenty. So when preparing this, we're going to put it on low heat. Make sure the butter melts slowly. That way it doesn't burn, and so that butter has time to separate from the solids from the pure form liquid. Once the butter is completely melted, you will notice a foamy white layer has formed on the top. You then use a spoon to skim the foam from the surface of the butter, and then being careful to leave behind the golden pure butter. Don't stress too much about those foamy specks. You guys can strain it in cheesecloth and a strainer. The cut of steak we've been using today is a tenderloin. It's known to be super tender, but it lacks a lot of the beefy flavor. So in order to squeeze in as much flavor as we can to this, I'm going to be packing it with some of the rub that I prepared. So to first prep the steak, we want to pat it dry, nice and dry. That's dry. I'm going to add in some of the rub that I prepared earlier. And you want to be generous with it so it creates a nice crust on the outer layer of the steak. We're going to let the meat sit and rest for about an hour while we set up the barbecue. The reason why I do this is so that the meat has time to actually absorb all the seasonings and all the spices that we put onto it. Let's get the barbecue started. Cooking this tenderloin, you want the barbecue to be scorching hot because we want to really just create a nice crust around the tenderloin and have the inside of the tenderloin to be rare. So let's get started. Steak should be about done, should be rare inside. We're gonna let that sit, and we're gonna heat up the clarified butter that we made earlier so that it hits at around 450 degrees Fahrenheit. You want the butter to be super hot, like scorching level hot. That way, you can continue cooking the steak later on when we put it to the plate. To prep the serving plate for the steak, I'm gonna use some garlic and some rosemary. Let's get started. You want it just to have it just spaced out like this, so when the hot butter hits the garlic, some of the garlic flavors can be fused onto the butter, which will then be transferred over to the steak. Okay, so the butter is almost to temp. Let's get the plate ready. Remember guys, we want it rare so the butter can cook it. Perfect rare. That's how we want it. That's how SALT BAE does it. Guys, moment of truth. Let's see if we actually did this right. I think it actually worked, guys. Although we made a bit of a mess, I think we did it. For the final touches.
looks like a lot of butter, but we're gonna give it a shot, hey. Man, you can taste the butter in there, man. It's very, very soft. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a nice buttery coat to it. Very delicious, guys. I don't know if I'll do this again because of all the butter, but it is delicious. I'm gonna enjoy my food now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on our next video. Peace.